Magic Conj, will I ever get to meet Tom Kenny?
Maybe someday.
Oh, so you're saying there's a chance. Okay. Should I tell fans of the show how they can support us?
Yes.
Goofy Goobers, supporting the show is shockingly easier than catching a blue jellyfish. Right from our anchor page, anchor.fm/SpongePod, you can find links to all of our social media and a support button if you happen to have a few extra clams. Also follow us on twitch.tv/SpongeBob where it's not only the official home to our sister show, VideoBob Gamepants, it's also where I stream live drawings of various Nickelodeon characters and host the opportunity for commissions and giveaways. Lastly, the official merchandise store is now open at redbubble.com/people/SpongePod, where various designs will be uploaded inspired by our show, including our official logo, which is now available on a multitude of products like t-shirts, stickers, duvet covers, and even a shower curtain. This is a podcast by a fan, for fans, and will always be fan-driven. Any way you see fit on supporting our show is much appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy. Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to another episode of I'm Ready, a SpongeBob SquareCast. My name is Captain Eric, and we are continuing our sail through the first season of SpongeBob SquarePants. This is a massive episode on all accounts. I'm not going to spend much time here in the beginning. We're going to roll right into the episode as quickly as we can. In this episode, we have a bunch of the key players of the SpongeBob SquarePants Movie Rehydrated fan project, the collab that's being worked on. If you're a listener of the show, you've listened to some of these people that I've had on in one-on-one conversations. In this episode, we have an entire group together of some of the hosts of the project, some of the actors, some of the animators, a nice smorgasbord of people working on this project that we got together to record. And it was just really nice to be able to get everybody in the same room and record an episode together, because we are in those rooms pretty much almost on a daily basis, either talking back and forth, or sometimes we're in voice chat, sometimes we're just texting. So it's nice when we can all just get together and talk and be nerdy about SpongeBob with each other. That's always really nice. One piece of news I want to go over is a change to the show I think I'm going to make. And not anything with this part of the show. The actual SpongeBob SquareCast is going to continue forward as planned. VideoBob Gamepants, I've been contemplating on a little bit. Now, for those maybe listening for the first time who just never heard of that, VideoBob Gamepants is the sister show, the companion show to this podcast. And it's a streaming show playing the SpongeBob video games. Now, in its inception, the idea of VideoBob Gamepants would be to, anytime a video game would come up in the lineup of release of the episodes, I would go stream myself and other friends who want to join playing through the entire game, and then I would basically review it for this show as a part of the episodes in order. As some of you have already listened to, I already did Nicktoons Racing, and then I would take the clips of us streaming the game and put that up on YouTube. Well, as you can probably see, there is a massive gap in between Nicktoons Racing and any of the future SpongeBob games. And even then, even when they started really releasing more and more, there's all these big gaps. And I'm thinking, why would I want to have a show that's just for when those games pop up? That's not something you can really build off of. So the plan right now that it's kind of brewing in my head, and please, if you have any opinions on this, advice, I'm thinking of making VideoBob Gamepants an hour-long weekly live stream. Something like every Sunday night at 9 p.m. or Monday at like 8 or 9. It's going to have to be something later, given my schedule. But 1 hour, just play through Nicktoons animation games in order. Like a lot of licensed games, a lot of SpongeBob ones. But I even want to go back and play games that I never played, like the Rugrats game on the PS1. Never got to play that. I finally got my hands on Rocko's Modern Life on the Super Nintendo. I've never gotten to sit down and play that. And doing that weekly consistently, I feel, is just going to be better for me as a content creator and for anyone out there who's interested in the Nicktoons or animation video game content. So I'm digesting that idea right now. I don't want to set a date, but I'm hoping to start that pretty much right in the beginning of November. I'm thinking about. So once I have a time and a date set, it's going to be that exact time live every single week unless emergencies come up, which then pay attention to our social media where announcements will be made. But once I have more information on how things are going to happen, I will certainly push that out. So without wasting any more time, thank you for being a listener of this podcast. Thank you for all of the kind words you send me. Thank you for all the love, the support. And I just want to thank everybody who is involved with the SpongeBob SquarePants Movie Rehydrated. It has been an absolute blast working with them from the beginning up till this point. There you go.
Okay, all three of those faces are gold.
I got that off the dark web.
I went there and all I found was this picture.
Dude, that's super edgy and dark, man.
You know what's really great about it is that anybody just listening has no idea what we're talking about. And they're like, what are they looking at? Well, you'll never know.
Oh, well, we're looking at...
You shall never know.
We're looking at how SpongeBob confirms the Illuminati.
We are looking at a picture of David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Naked.
You always are.
When is David Hasselhoff not?
True.
Yeah.
No one ever really looks at him. SpongeBob, how is David Hasselhoff in real life?
Good answer.
Good answer.
Answer at SpongeBob.
Wait. So are we
Shit, do I?
marking
Oh, okay, hold on.
Gorgon Ramsay.
It's handsome.
Sorry, I was deafened for a while. Did we actually start?
Yeah, we're here with the Salty Spittoon Boys.
Oh, hello.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the guess who of everyone who really works on the SpongeBob SquarePants Movie Rehydrated,
And also me.
and also you. This, of course, isn't everybody, but this is a good chunk of the people behind the scenes of the Rehydrated movie, putting it together, pulling the strings, having it come crashing down at times, and then pulling it back up. I don't need to introduce everybody, but you need to introduce yourselves. One at a time. Go. Tell the internet who you are and what you do.
Hello.
Oh, man. Roll call.
Ah, yes. Hello, I'm Aquamation. I am an animator and admin and voice actor on the SpongeBob collab. Yeah, that's a little about me. I'm happy.
Oh, I feel like I know where you got... It's such a deep cut of a voice that you have, and I love it. Hold on. All right, next person.
Alright. So I am Double Time 32. I am a voice actor for this SpongeBob SquarePants Movie Rehydrated project, and I voice Gary, Patrick, and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Woo! How many days have you been SpongeBob free now?
SpongeBob, what do you mean?
How many days have you gone without seeing SpongeBob?
Well, let's see, 0.
Hey,
Yeah, we just
You're-
watched
you're-
a little
you're
bit
among
of,
friends,
the
it's all right.
episode before we started recording.
SpongeBob Anonymous.
this is my name's Eric, and I've gone 5 minutes without seeing a picture of SpongeBob.
Oh, better than me.
All right, next.
All right, hello. I am Orion Magnus. I am a voice actor on this project, and I will be voicing King Neptune and Phil.
Yes.
Or not Phil. I forget. Floyd. Floyd. That's
Floyd,
who it is.
not Phil.
Yeah.
What about Perk Perkins?
And Perch Perkins.
Yeah.
A resident newsfish.
Peach Perkins.
Peach Perkins here.
Peach Perkins here.
Alright, up next is Golden Drago.
Oh, hi.
Well, I'm Golden Drago. I'm a voice actor of this project. This is a very beautiful project. I voice Dennis, the main villain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Of course.
Oh hey, Drago, your mic is corrupting a little bit.
Yeah, it's warbling.
It's sounding kind of sus.
Oh
Oh no.
Sounded very sad.
Keep that part in.
Of course.
I think he's good now.
Try again if you want.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Uncle Drago. I'm
Oh,
a
no.
voice actor.
It's still
Oh
doing it.
no, it's broken.
Are we just gonna keep him underwater? Is this like the underwater episode?
I mean, he is the bad guy.
This is what he sounds like after the final confrontation. It just messed with his voice box.
His mic is actually perfect. He's just able to do that with his voice. He's that good.
Oh my god.
He's pretending to sound corrupted.
Oh no.
Help, he's a fish.
Sound effect.
All right, next.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's you.
Well, first
Yeah,
dolphin
sorry,
of the
that's
video.
Yes, first
I
one.
forgot which order it was going in. Okay. Yo, I'm how's it going? I'm Kane, also known as Kane in the Discord server for the SpongeBob movie Rehydrated. And I'm a host of the server and the project. And yeah, I do some stuff. You'll see it in the credits. So I don't really need to explain it here.
Please tell me in the credits it's just listed as stuff.
Well, now it has to be.
No, hold on. It's some stuff.
Some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Kane for doing some
Very
stuff.
specific.
Just in lines, just stuff. Yeah.
Stuff.
More stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, watch the project. It's going to be really great.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, next.
All right. This is Lunar Wolf 113. I am an animator, a voice actor, and a musician for this project.
Woo!
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 Hey.
Wowie.
Yay!
Woos from the crowd.
Yeah.
So
Oh, bring it back,
perfect. Oh man.
Favorite.
Eyes next.
Right. Sorry. My name's Pasta Dash Creations. I'm a host of the project. I am the voice actor for Mindy and the usher at the end of the film. I am a scene animator. I am the main editor, and I also covered Ocean Man for the credits.
Nice. What a good song.
Nice.
Ween's pretty good.
Yeah, Ween's busy.
They called
man,
me in
like-
personally.
I don't even know what name I'm going by on the server anymore. I think it's like, but I am also a part of this project, and I voice a few of the characters. I voice one of the hillbillies, and I voice the leader of the Thug Tug. Apparently, his name is, well, I forgot it actually. So.
His name is Thug Tug.
Yeah.
Thug Tug.
Yeah, I also do one of the scenes near the end, if it didn't get cut, but you know.
No, it's not.
Nah, it's staying.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
And last but not least,
Thank you. I am the Gons fam. I am, for the most part, a voice actor on this project. I will go into detail briefly. And also a musician, primarily for some of the score. As for my voice acting in this film, I play Mr. Krabs. I play the goofy humor. I play the Royal Crown Polisher. And of course, we all know a mess for last. Squidward kill tentacles better than SpongeBob.
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing ever was when Gon started. He was like, "Thank you."
Okay. Maybe I am the best for last. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Wait,
You were really overachiever over there, Gons.
I love to be ambitious. That's all. I'm sorry.
Thank you, my royal son.
To apologize.
He's pretending to
Thank
be
you,
Squidward
President.
right now.
And we saved the best for last. Squidward.
Squidward.
Woodward himself actually joined us for this call.
Not even an actual voice actor, like literally just Squidward. We got him.
Yeah, he did it for the
We
club.
got him.
This isn't my real voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hey, let's be honest here. If there's anybody in the world really happy during the pandemic times, it is Squidward. Oh, an excuse to stay at home.
That is true.
Oh my
It's hard
god.
for a viral infection to spread underwater, though. So
Wait a minute, Gons, did you just do the real voice actor's voice for a second?
No, oh, you mean Roger Bumpus?
Wait,
Yeah.
Gons, are you Roger Bumpus this whole time?
Wait.
I'm sorry, I don't know anyone by the name of Roger Bumpus, but I'm certainly not that person.
Hey, is Tom Kenny there too?
Tom? You there?
No, I'm practicing Tom Kenny. That's why they're saying that.
We've heard
I'm
it.
Tom Kenny, and I'm the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
no, my friend is, but he's doing much better than I ever would.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Kenny.
Tom Kenny's in the building. He's in a
I only
building,
met
not
Tom
our
Kenny like he
building.
wanted to in the
On
intros.
Now do Winnie the Pooh and Mario all at the same time.
Whoa.
Do all of your impressions.
This just turns into an impressions cast.
Yes.
Table.
Forgot about Bugs Bunny.
This is all the scaled our talent, basically.
Let's just be real here. Winnie the Pooh is Mario without the mustache.
Oh my goodness.
They have the same body. They have the same body type.
some daring theories today.
Game theory. Game
Now-
theory.
now I'm gonna
is-
have to
is
drop
Winnie the
Pooh Bear with
Pooh
a
the same.
Hello,
Internet.
Game theory.
Game theory.
They both speak like women.
Now, I mean, just if I can say one thing, absolutely getting to know all of you has been a wonderful part of this project.
Thanks.
How are things? We're coming up to about a year now since things were really announced, or at least closer to a year. How is it going so far, everyone? How has it been?
Oh, it's going awesome.
Yeah,
This
like
entire project has been like progressing really well.
Mm-hmm.
We've been very lucky with the people that we found, the people that have helped us along. I mean, like, it started off a little bit rocky, but, you know,
Well, there's so many moving parts. I got to imagine that just getting it moving and getting all these people to work together, it's a tough thing to do.
yeah.
Thank goodness for the hosts, am I right?
Exactly.
Exactly. What would we do without those fellers?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder who they are.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
dear.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Really
we don't really know them.
Yeah, maybe one day.
I am an enigma.
You are milk
Patrick.
spilling on the table.
Yeah.
What really
Hallucinations
surprises
of my
me
mind are an enigma.
is
Oh.
what really surprises me is the fact that this is all a non-profit thing. Like this is all just for free. We're not paying anyone for this. And
this is essentially like our COVID
like, it's
project.
free. Yeah, like the fact that like 300 people and more are helping to do this like thing to go on like YouTube, like and Newgrounds is like really surprising. And like I guess astonishes me. Like I'm really shocked by that.
Well, it just, I think, goes to show, I mean, what brings us all together at the end of the day is our love and appreciation for an animated sponge who lives underwater. You know, regardless on whatever the people that we interact with in our regular lives, we can all come together on this server, on this project, and kind of hang out and be who we want to be and act how we want to act. And here we are making something really cool.
By the way, Kane just disconnected. He's probably going to be back soon.
Who's Kane?
Not there.
Oh dear.
King is one that does stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the one
That
who
actually
does
brings me
stuff.
to a
he
decent
does
point on this.
stuff.
He
He
does.
does.
That guy does stuff.
It's Bart.
But that
Now, this is probably gonna get different answers from everybody, but what do you think the surprisingly easiest thing has been throughout this whole ordeal, and what has been the surprisingly difficult thing throughout? And when I say ordeal, just kind of getting this all together and putting it together.
That's a really
Oh,
good
you
question.
didn't think you were going to have to think today, did you?
Not in the slightest, man. Not
I
in the
don't
slightest.
mistake. I forget.
The problem, no,
How do you
that's my
Ah,
secret, Cap. I'm constantly thinking about everything all the time.
So I'm guessing that answer has changed for you personally?
For the, I think the hardest thing, I mean, on my end, I'm probably the busiest person in the entire server, to be honest.
Mhm.
I get
I
like
can
a,
definitely agree with that.
yeah, I get a big bulk of the work. So I think that the hardest thing that I've had to deal with probably is, it probably was,
Did you say it was like dealing with submissions?
no, I complain about everything as it happens.
that's why we love you.
No, I think that
I
the
shouldn't have said
part-
dealing with. That's meme. It just meant like going through.
No, it's not mean. I mean, like, all of them came to me all at the same time.
Well, you know what? It just depends on context. I think dealing with would be correct because when you get 100 submissions, even though all of them can be amazing in their own right, I mean, you have to deal with going through each and every one, giving them their own test and to see how everything's going to work out. And this is a puzzle that's ultimately being built by you guys.
Oh yeah, like I wake up to like 40 different DMs every single day, basically. And that's just DMs, like not, server stuff. So it takes me a while to actually go through Discord in the morning, and then I just kind of am on all day until like later on at night. So I guess it's more like a, the hardest problem for me probably has been like balancing work and like the rest of my life, because like I'm not getting paid for this. I have to support myself because I live in an apartment. So I've been doing this like full-time basically. So I have a full-time job on top of a part-time job, and also home and like a cat to take care of, a fiance, all that other kind of stuff. So like,
Busy life, Everybody here, I'm sure, is busy regardless of what you got going on.
Yeah.
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 What about anyone else? Does anyone else think they have like something that was, I want surprising, like I don't want the obvious stuff. I want something that surprised you either by how easy it was or by how difficult it's been.
Well, I have a
something, but it's
semi.
bit long, so I'll wait for them to finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Now
you.
I'm polite. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you,
try
my
and
good sir.
yes, my loyal subjects. I will try and make this concise. My answer is less technical. I think for me the easiest part, and sometimes the more difficult, sometimes also the most difficult part, just in my context because of my difficulty and necessity for
Kane's
experiencing. Oh, cool. Hey, Kane.
Yeah, sorry about that. My PC just died.
back. We figured
Oh,
that
man.
happened.
We'll hold a memorial later.
Anyway, Gone.
We've been talking about what the surprisingly hardest thing about the project and the surprisingly easiest thing.
Like,
of the
yeah,
project is.
the expectations
Gonz
that different
is
from
telling
going
his
in.
story right now.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry
I don't
for
know if my
interrupting.
answer. That's right. I don't know if my answer is necessarily surprising, but it certainly is, well, different and kind of cheesy. For me, the easiest thing, without a doubt, is something. This is the first time it's been easy for me at all, and that's collaborating and working in a community of sorts. Because I've never had a group of on any sort of project, be it in school, be it in theater, be it in working, that has genuinely touched my heart so well that I feel like I'm amongst a second family.
Oh.
And the hardest thing, this is where it gets cheesy, is coping with the fact that this project is mortal and, well, like finite. Eventually, we will get to a point where this is released and we will have nothing else to do on that matter. And I hate to be a downer, but
movie
the hardest part, yes, and the hardest part for me is wondering how am I gonna keep these relationships going after everything is said and done. So not saying that I don't want to put any pressure on anyone. But what I'm saying is, this is both the most finding familial love amongst you guys has made it the most easy experience to deal with and the most difficult experience to risk.
Oh man.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
gonna be friends forever. Don't talk like that.
No.
You guys
Jeez.
are all in my server. I'm gonna like hold you all your lives. I
gonna
will
hold you
never let
captive.
You're never allowed to not
It's
talk
your
to me.
friends who to stop
She's gonna
together.
squish you until there's no life left.
Gons, who gave you my heartstrings? Why are you playing them?
Why'd you
I'm
put
sorry.
a bowl of onions
I thought this was
my
a
really good
studio.
at
Let me give it
I
back.
thought this bowl of onions.
Out of here.
Oh, there's Squidward back.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta go into the.
Sorry, my
Yeah.
PC died.
I understood that reference.
I figured Squidward would be more of a Mac person.
Why do I agree with that? I don't even get it. It just feels right.
See,
He's a Linux.
We have technology.
Squidward's a Mac, SpongeBob's a PC, and Patrick is a VTech.
I don't even know what a VTech is.
It's a line of children's computers. Like, and when I say computer, I am being very generous in calling it that.
He's an alpha smart. Those typing things I use in school.
No, I feel like Squidward would be a typewriter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, real
Oh, yeah,
pompous,
that's
like
fair.
the really loud
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
You have to let everybody know that you're writing.
Yeah.
Kane.
You know, that is the one thing. I mean, about SpongeBob, we haven't, even though they've acknowledged computers exist, and I think even cell phones, they don't really use technology that much, which is kind of
I think
refreshing.
That's a rule within the show. Like they can't use any modern technology. They still use dial-up phones.
Yeah.
I think it's because it just wouldn't work underwater. I mean, like, they didn't turn the computer on in that episode.
Well, the thing is this: any movie or show that incorporates a smartphone, I feel weirded out. So I guess that's part of the reason why they didn't do it.
Yeah, like I think I don't quote me on this, but I think like Steven Hillenburg wanted to keep the technology in the show old, so the show wouldn't be dated like eventually.
Ah, yeah.
Jeremy 2020.
Yeah. And
So,
I don't know
like-
if this was intentional, and I agree with that point very much. I think that's a very good idea on his part. Is that I think it would be difficult to live in a world where technology was so dominant and still use your imagination on a daily basis.
Imagination.
You know, like his life wouldn't be nearly as exciting if he was always glued to a screen. He's obviously more of an outdoors, make the world your oyster type.
Well, I mean, he's a marine biologist, so.
I meant SpongeBob, but
Well,
I thought you were talking
hey,
about.
look,
SpongeBob is too.
He's
Yeah, don't you know
examining
he
the
got his
ocean
degree?
life.
That's like a fish doctor, right?
Well,
like,
look-
that's the equivalent of like a fucking
What?
How dare?
Yeah,
How
it's like a
dare.
biologist, except the
All I heard was
sponge
dolphin
one.
noise.
Yeah, all I heard was a dolphin.
Well, other than Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, SpongeBob only likes watching dancing like coral underwater, inappropriate coral, which is bar none probably my favorite joke in the entire series.
Too long to figure that one out.
Yeah.
It took a year or two before I was like, oh, I get it.
No, it really took that
When I
long.
was a kid, like I thought
Years.
the joke was like, "Oh, he's watching a girly fashion show." Like,
I thought he was
yeah,
doing
me too.
coral dancing out
I
of
didn't
it.
even get it. I was just confused.
I didn't get it entirely, but then again, I didn't get a lot of the jokes.
I might
Until
stop
later.
doing that.
I'm done taking things literally. Hey.
I still
Yeah.
don't get the joke with the it like cuts to the girl with the ponytails. The pigtails, sorry.
Sorry you had to see that.
It was more meant to be random, I think. They actually cut that scene in some countries.
Wait, why?
'Cause it was so scary.
Well, that and also I think sometimes humor going
dropping the
overseas
soap-
is just different.
in the episode.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, you know what? What's everyone? Yeah, I mean, now we're talking SpongeBob. What's everyone's favorite episode?
Gary, have you seen the snow?
Oh man.
Tough question.
I know it's tough.
Yes.
I know it's tough.
Being you stole mine.
Yes.
Well,
Same
no,
here.
we just have the same favorite.
I know.
And
Honestly,
Christmas
the
Who?
movie, really. I'm gonna go with the boring answer.
The movie.
Well,
The first one, like
I mean, is the musical an episode?
second one wouldn't be so bad if the seagulls weren't in it.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I guess I share my favorite spot with Idiot Box and Band Geeks.
Oh, Band Geeks. I love Band Geeks. I would say that one.
Ah.
Mine's is just straight up idiot box. I ain't got nothing else that beats it.
Idiot Box is good, but I'd have to say for me, it's the camping episode. It's just classic SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward.
Ooh,
You know,
fun fact. The creator of Phineas and Ferb wrote that song.
Oh,
Wait, wow, I did not know that.
That explains a lot.
Originally supposed to say letters, 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 but then it got changed to him actually singing the song. So
Oh wow.
I know because I follow that guy on TikTok.
Well, those poor guys, they have to be musically talented because I remember hearing that after the first episode of Phineas and Ferb that included a song, the heads of Disney Television were like, "Hey, you want to include a song in every episode?" And the guys were like, "Sure." And I feel like that would make my head explode. Cuz
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do that. Like you guys got one out of me.
It was after Dude were getting the band back together. You're right.
Oh yeah.
That show definitely has some bops.
Yeah.
Okay, so unpopular opinion, but I think the oldest SpongeBob episodes are the best ones.
Oh wow, that's super
that's
unpopular.
not
Oh man, wow. You're really in the minority on this one.
That's a very popular
Man,
opinion.
you're weird.
Are you talking about like season 1 over 2 and 3?
1, 2, and 3. Those are the best ones.
No, that's not an unpopular
Yeah,
opinion.
that's like
That's-
very
No one's
No,
better,
no,
and
no,
just,
no,
like,
no,
why?
no, no.
We can
No, no,
see
no,
where the
mine's a-
joke went over some's heads.
Oh no, I've been fooled.
Oh.
Really unpopular opinion, but I like SpongeBob.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a new
How did
show
it
now.
here we go. SpongeBob sucks.
There's no taste at all.
Yeah, SpongeBob's the
It's
worst.
a baby show.
Oh.
Alright, here, I don't know.
It's a little kid.
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but season 4 is my favorite season.
Exactly.
That is a little unpopular.
It's a little
but,
unpopular, but I wouldn't say it's the
yeah.
worst.
My favorite season
Yeah.
are like, literally 1 through 4 because I just love all of them so much.
Speaking
Yeah.
of the camping episode, by the way, we voiced over that one like full cast.
Oh.
Back when the voice actors were first cast, we had like a lot of live readings over calls, which was what inspired us to start doing it for the YouTube channel just recently. We're trying to do one of those every month.
Oh
But,
yeah,
But
I have a
when we
story
first-
about that.
when we first started out, we were doing like a bunch of them just kind of like whenever, and we did one for the camping episode, and I played the ukulele while Double sang, and it was just I don't know why I just thought of that. It was really fun.
Well,
It sounds like a lot of fun.
playing the ukulele is quite a skill.
Not really. It's like a baby guitar.
But the strings are all out of order.
All right.
I never knew that.
Alexa said like we had full cast on that one, but I was not there. The first live reading I ever went to was the one that went on the YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
the thing is, I did not know what was happening until the day of. So, I was just driving home from the gym one day, and Alexis called me, and she was like, "Hey, how fast can you get back here?"
Yes.
I was like,
I'm Alexis, by the way.
"Oh yeah, sorry."
Hi,
I forgot.
Alexis.
No, it's okay.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You're in the zone coming back from the gym.
Hi, Alexis.
So in the movie, I forgot to
Hi,
mention
how are
this,
you?
but I also play Mrs. Puff, not because I'm good at the voice, but because I'm the only one who auditioned.
Jeremy, can you hit us with a
Oh, yeah.
$9?
Alexis was already working on the project beforehand, so I knew from her that they had to listen to the full thing. So I just decided to punish them by making my audition really, really, really long, even though Mrs. Puff only has one line. So I was just like, "We paid $9 for this? We paid $9 for this? We paid $9 for this?" Just like every tone I could have done. But anyway, back to the story. I drove quickly back home because she promised it was going to be at a certain time, and I didn't even get to see the episode beforehand, and it is one that I completely forgot about. It was New Student Starfish.
Yeah.
Which I think it's already up on the YouTube channel, right?
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I was voicing Mrs. Puff in that one, and also Roger, who I had no memory of. Double did really well on that one, but I don't know if you can tell I'm struggling on the recording, but it was a real struggle just to.
I was trying to go
my mic in between takes just because I was hyperventilating.
I was struggling myself, man. Like I was losing it. Towards the end, I was just like, ah, and then slipping into my real voice.
I was speaking of New Student Starfish. I was throughout middle school when that episode came out. I was trying to goad every teacher I had to yell at me for doodling because I was drawing the Mrs. Puff big fat meanie picture, just to hope that one of them would be like, "What are you drawing?" and then they could look at it and I could just laugh. But no one fell for it.
They'd be as if I really look like this.
As if I really look like this.
One of them picked it up and did the line.
Very underrated part of that episode is I love that Patrick at the end just openly calls her big fat meanie.
Oh yeah. It's like he wasn't even trying to offend her. Just let's say that he thinks he is.
He's the one talking.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's not her name?
Oh my.
Yeah.
What about the t-shirt?
About at the beginning of the episode, it was about him being all sad SpongeBob was gone, and then at the end of the episode, he's like, "Oh, I thought this was Spanish class. Never mind. Bye, SpongeBob." It gets really about the whole point of it.
It would have been great if after saying I thought this was Spanish class, he said goodbye to them in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was Spanish class. Adios, todos.
This is Spanish class. Adios.
That would have been perfect.
He leaves in a limo to his $5 million mansion.
Speaking of, do you remember that episode where SpongeBob got really rich?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
I do not.
Oh yeah.
I think it's in a later season.
Oh, okay. I don't watch too many of the
I'm
newer
not
ones.
familiar with
Yeah, that
Just
face
'cause I don't
that
think
he
to.
had, that face that he had when he was all pompous and rich and everything, and just handing out money to everyone.
Yeah. And then Mr. Krabs was there.
Of course he was.
Not that I don't want them to tread old ideas, but I do think it would be funny to have an episode where Patrick joins SpongeBob in class, is completely worse, but then gets his license, and it really upsets SpongeBob.
Oh no, they didn't do that.
They did.
That's what I'm thinking.
They did do that.
They did that?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Patrick has his license. It's canon.
SpongeBob gets
Canon now.
That's a whole plot.
Actually,
You just
fun
explain
fact. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys have seen the new movie, but they mention that he does have his license.
Oh, he still has
So
it.
it's canon
Yo,
too.
I was SpongeBob.
That was a good episode, just straight up.
Yeah, it was. Because like
Yeah.
he won the boat after being like
It's
the
like,
100th
well, you have a
person.
license. It's not like you're gonna get a boat, and then he wins a boat for free.
Wow, I have.
And
So
then-
this is a season 4 episode, and I have never. It completely escaped my memory of happening.
Do you remember it now that we're bringing up BJ?
Yes, now I'm like, it says in this episode, Patrick gets his driver's license and rubs it in SpongeBob's face. I must have subconsciously watched this episode, and then just it stayed dormant in my mind for years. Like,
Yeah, remember at the end he throws the boat away because like it hit E, and he thought that meant end, and it ended the
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a lot of episodes where Patrick's just like straight up a jerk.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Way too much.
the episode where he gets SpongeBob stuck in the ringer.
Oh yeah.
Even the
Yeah,
one that we're gonna watch today, he was a pretty big jerk. in.
Oh yeah, I hated this episode as a kid.
I like it.
I do like Valentine's Day, but the reason I like Valentine's Day is because I know the paper comes after it.
Yeah.
True.
But
I actually went
no, go on.
Oh, sorry. I went years without seeing that episode. The only reason I ever saw it is because I turned on the TV to Nickelodeon and it happened to be on actual Valentine's Day because they never air it except for Valentine's Day. So I missed the paper too.
Yo,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say I think Nickelodeon in the last couple of years has stopped holding back these episodes for their specific days. Obviously, Valentine's Day, it should air every Valentine's Day, but I think they've gotten it better where it airs throughout the year now more often.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
did you guys ever have like one of those SpongeBob episodes that was just on all the time? Because for me, it was Hall Monitor, and I just got sick of seeing it all the time.
Mm.
It was what?
Hall Monitor.
Monitor.
Hall monitor. Okay, sorry.
I think the one that like he was in the Help Force. I think that played all the time.
It's
right?
been it's been so long since I've had Nickelodeon because I don't. Not that this is big news. I don't have cable. I just have internet. So it's been about 6 years for me since I've had just Nickelodeon as a channel to just have on in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
But now thinking about it, I feel like Hall Monitor aired a lot.
Yeah.
The one that I remember like so well that I can probably like recreate the entire episode from memory is Graveyard Shift.
At night.
Oh yeah, that was the one actually. Yeah, that played a lot for us.
Yeah, me.
That one's a good one.
Jeremy's my
Yeah.
brother, and we grew up in the same house, so we like watched a lot of the same episodes. And that was the one that we had watched so many times. Like, I don't know, I just remember it so vividly. Like, I can like literally recall like
I want
color
to
palette
recall
and
the whole
everything.
thing right now.
Yeah.
Just
The floor is yours.
It helps that Squidward calls attention to the color palette. Like,
The walls will ooze green slime.
no, right there.
Oh wait,
Oh, wait,
there
there
we
was
go.
Yeah, they got to do something about the plumbing at the Krusty Krab. It's
Right.
getting all over the place.
Yeah.
Mind it replaying
As if
everything.
Mr. Krabs cared.
Each time I was still trying to figure out who Nosferatu was.
Yeah, we didn't know who he was.
That's
Honestly,
pretty funny how they added in a horror villain, like an actual horror villain.
It's
Yeah.
in my head
Honestly-
canon that he works the night shift.
honestly, one of my parents' favorite jokes from the whole show was in the camping episode where SpongeBob was just like, wants to know this guy who knew this guy who knew this guy who knew this guy who knew this guy, and it kept going.
One of this guy's cousin. That
This
was
guy's
unnecessarily
cousin.
fun.
I think it's incredible that they're able to get life savers all the way down to fasten his toilet seats in Bikini Bottom.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Everything's nautical and tropical.
that's honestly very impressive. Like, I used to be a lifeguard, so like I was pushing like buoy stuff like down under the water all the time for like saves. That was probably one of the hardest parts because like it takes a lot of muscle and like you have to put your entire body into it to push something down under water that's supposed to float.
Mr.
So, like,
Krabs
to
is
get
strong.
it all the way down.
Yeah.
God,
Well, we don't-
God forbid if one of those seats
Probably
comes loose
scavenged
and
them from,
the
like shipwrecks or something.
Ooh, no.
When you push
Oh my god. Someone's gonna be
smacks you in the face.
See it happen?
Yeah.
I'm not I'm off of a couple of corpses at the Titanic crash area.
Oh my god.
God forbid one of those toilet seats gets loose one of these days and sends a fish all the way up through the roof of the Krusty Krab.
Mr. Krabs would just deny all. What do you call it? He would deny he was there.
The liability. I mean, technically the person
Liability.
left the Krusty Krab, so it's not his
Yeah,
fault.
so-
Gonna defile this grave.
I brought him.
Money. Of course I am.
Suffocated
to
the
leave the
moment
building with
you
a
left.
backpack.
I think that the joke that made me probably laugh the most on SpongeBob was when he's saying like, "Get out of here, you big dumb animal," and Patrick just
He understanding in that episode. He like took it so well.
That was a good one. Yeah, and he's just like, all right.
All right, I can see you struggling, SpongeBob. I'll leave.
I
like Patrick's character better when he's like a more friendly character.
Yeah, I think that's more who he is than they
Yeah.
made him in your episode.
Yeah.
Question. Can I ask this?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
All right.
What is this?
Well, we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. It's age appropriate. Don't worry. Have
Okay.
any of you been banned from SpongeBob?
Huh?
man.
You
What?
mean?
Okay, so the reason why I bring this up is because in my family there were times where we were like temporarily banned from
Oh.
SpongeBob. I say we because I was the only one who hasn't, because our parents didn't appreciate us using quote unquote naughty words
Like
when we were.
So that's just like a punishment, or they didn't want you watching the show because they thought there was naughty words, like in the
I think it's
first
a combination of both. It wasn't forever. It was just like undetermined amount of time, I guess.
What were these naughty words in SpongeBob?
I guess
I'm really
stupid and idiot.
It's not unfounded. My best friend's parents growing up banned him for the first like 6 or 7 years from watching Nickelodeon, like just outright. But my parents never banned me from SpongeBob, but I did have an art teacher once have a project who told me it can't be cartoon related because I would try to mix cartoons into every, like if it was a still life drawing of eggs, I would find a way to fit a cartoon somewhere in there to make it work.
that teacher
Was
sounds
your
like,
art teacher Squidward?
yeah, your art teacher sounds like my history teacher. I had an Animaniacs phase, and every project that I wanted to do that was history / art related, I wanted to put an Animaniac in there.
Me and Jeremy were banned from watching Ren and Stimpy, but that's probably the only show we were ever banned from.
There's a little
that's
bit of a
pretty
funny
fair.
story behind
Pretty
that
fair.
one, actually. We kept asking her, like, why are we not allowed to watch this? It's a kid's show. It's like, she always told us, it's not a kid's show. Why would it air on MTV? What we didn't know, and what I will always hate these people for, is like, they rebooted an adult version of Ren and Stimpy on MTV that was airing at the same time.
That
And
was
that's
fun.
the show
Oh,
that
hold on.
that we were watching.
I can actually explain this. You're right, but what had happened was at the time Ren and Stimpy was getting such high numbers apparently from adults that they started airing the original cartoon on MTV. The adult version you're thinking of was made in 2003 for Spike, and is an absolute atrocity of an animated cartoon.
It's terrible.
Because the thing about
So
John
much.
Kay, the creator, is that he worked best within restraints. His best content.
Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah, we don't need
absolute
to talk about that. Man.
garbage human being, but he also worked better in restraints. Like, don't do this. And the same thing works with Rocco too. Is the best content from that show came from trying to sneak stuff past the censors.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think when you take those away, when you take those restraints away, I think people think it's going to be better, but it's not.
No.
Oh, sorry. To bring the topic back to like banning SpongeBob, we had this little cousin. His name is Logan. Back in his formative years, his mother did not want him watching SpongeBob. Just like she wanted him to watch like educational cartoons only.
PBS.
But one time, he ended up catching it while it was on TV when somebody was babysitting him, and he never caught his name. He just always told his mother, like, I want to watch Cheese. He's on the TV somewhere. Like,
I want to watch Cheese.
Why won't you let me watch him?
I want to watch Cheese had brown pants.
Cheese brown pants.
Uh-huh.
That needs to be an original character. Somebody draw Cheese brown pants.
No, the reason why I bring that up is because it isn't in an episode.
Yeah, Cheesehead.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Still works as an original character, though.
Oh, no, not Cheese head brown pants, just Cheese brown pants.
Okay.
He's not just the head,
Totally
his whole body's
different
cheese.
guy.
Totally different guy.
There's a difference here.
So I was doing some thinking about the whole your favorite episode.
Yeah.
That I came up with I forgot about this episode. What's the one with his first Mr. Krabs' first dime? What's that one called?
Yeah.
The one where Squidward is unemployed. Yeah, that was.
I don't remember that one, the name of it, but like.
But yeah. Yeah, that, like I like it so much because you never really get to see
One where
SpongeBob get
SpongeBob
mad in
loses
this
his
whole
mind.
episode. It was
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
got kicked. Like he was like, I'm done
In
with
these
this.
older episodes,
Yeah.
like SpongeBob did have a breaking point, and it was hilarious whenever they got to it.
Yeah.
Well, because that's always funny when you can take a character's archetype and just twist it on its head. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's flanderized to the point where like nothing bothers him, and that can be funny in its own right. And like even the older seasons did that, but like I want to see more angry.
Yeah, I
Where
like
the
that.
two
Yeah.
ones-
Yeah.
well, the whole thing with
Crab.
the whole thing with flanderization is any show that's going to last this long on television it's going to happen. I don't think any show has lasted this long where that doesn't happen to characters.
Yeah. At that point, you probably should just end the show.
Well, and specifically with
SpongeBob's doing a little bit better now in the newer seasons. Like they were definitely having a bad streak for a while, but I remember checking in on some of the newest ones where Steven Hillenburg came back in, and some of the older fans of the show that grew up with it started joining the team, and like some good stuff is being made now.
I don't know what episode it's from, but Nickelodeon on Facebook or Instagram will put up clips from new episodes, and there was something recently in the last couple weeks that really made me chuckle, and it actually made me reflect, for only 5-10 minutes, like, wow, maybe it's just that I got old and I stopped enjoying stuff, and now here I am being able to enjoy it again. But no, you're right, like getting the fans that grew up with that stuff now working on the show has helped it out so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that it got me to laugh. I mean, I don't know. I haven't laughed on anything newer probably since. I know I watched season 4 on TV and probably 5, but then I just kind of stopped paying attention when they started introducing gimmicky episodes like Pest of the West and when they like, oh, now it's SpongeBob in medieval times. They're not bad. It's just those gimmicky type stuff. Like, all right, let's take the SpongeBob cast and put him into this situation.
What if SpongeBob got fired?
Well,
Yeah.
Fired.
What if SpongeBob got stuck in the air vents and we put up a bunch of clickbaity commercials about him doing
Happy
things that
10
happened in
years.
Hollywood?
What if SpongeBob and Patrick's face just froze?
Oh God! To be fair, I did watch the Big Birthday Blowout this past last year, and that was surprisingly good. I really enjoyed it.
I hear that like a lot.
Yeah.
I should do that. I should watch that sometime.
Yeah, check it out.
Did he get
So-
Splinter in it though? Because that would be an awesome episode.
What if SpongeBob and Patrick met David Bowie and he didn't sing?
Oh,
no.
oh,
Jeremy, that was a
Oh.
low blow. Don't.
oh! That you know what? That may have been the turning point for me because I was excited for SpongeBob's first TV movie, and then I turned into it, and it was terrible. I just
It was the worst one.
And-
so it's funny. It's funny that you say that about the people who work on SpongeBob now are like the fans, because the amount of people that I've met who have told me that SpongeBob, like all their humor is basically from watching SpongeBob growing up. I've met so many people who tell me that, and I'm kind of the same. I feel like that's probably why. Sorry, I know we went off track to that.
No, it's a good conversation
It's like
piece
more
because
topic now.
what you grow up with, that stuff that makes you laugh, is going to stick with you, and you're going to make something new with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's taking over a generation, honestly.
I feel like SpongeBob defined our generation in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
No, absolutely, and you can even find. I would recommend to anybody who loves SpongeBob, or at least even those earlier seasons, go back and watch the full run of Rocko's Modern Life, and you can even see the seeds there because Steven Hillenburg, Tom Kenny, Doug Lawrence all worked right on that show, right at the beginning of Nickelodeon, and you can see that trajectory right into SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SpongeBob isn't actually my favorite Nicktoon.
What?
show.
Not, episode's
How
over.
dare.
Episode's over. It's done.
Lights
Lights up. Let's go.
I agree with you. Like,
No, that's fair to have. What is your favorite cartoon?
Me and Jeremy's is the exact same. Our favorite is Invader Zim.
yeah.
It's actually my favorite show of all time.
That's fair. I mean, there was looking at Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon of that era, there was nothing that dark that ever even went to the level Zim did.
And Billy and Mandy got close.
Billy and Mandy, what a show!
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best video games based off of a
growing
TV
up. I don't
show
think
was
it's
Billy
fair
and
to start
Mandy.
comparing them.
Hold up. Billy and Mandy?
Awooga.
Yeah, no, I think that like the stuff that Cartoon Network was putting out in the early 2000s is unmatched.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, they
Like,
look.
I hate comparing the two because like, they're great in their own ways, but
Hey, let's be
Yeah.
real. Nickelodeon was trying to copy Cartoon Network a little bit with the bumpers were even Cartoon Fridays where they were hosted by cartoons. Nickelodeon tried that stuff with Nicktoons Beach Party summer thing, and they had the cartoons hosting it, and Cartoon Network stayed strong. And let's be real, the
they ripped each other off.
greatest era of any cartoon television channel is the Cartoon Network Town era, which was just the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Remember,
awesome.
Remember when Cartoon Network advertised themselves on Nick?
If you
Oh
look
my
at
goodness, yeah.
how it should
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So true.
We're not supposed to be on this channel.
Guys, I must be the imposter because I did not grow up with cable the same way you guys did.
Neither did I.
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to go to my grand's all the time and just like over the weekends just sit and watch Cartoon Network all the time.
Yeah,
Nickelodeon and
that's so
Boomerang.
weird. Oh no, I only say weird because Nickelodeon was available growing up, but when I would go to my grandmother's, she had Cartoon Network available. So when I was there on weekends, it was the only time to see these cartoons, and it felt like cool and special. And I'd go back to school, and did anyone else see Ed, Ed, and Eddie? And like half the class would know, and the other half didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Eric, I have a question for you.
Anything.
Do you has there ever been like something that's just been like so universally accepted as great that you don't even like think to put it on your favorites list? Like you just kind of second-handedly accept like, oh yeah, this is great, but like you forget to list it as your favorite. Like, I do that with SpongeBob. If you gave me a list of top 10 cartoons, I'd probably forget to put it on there because like everybody already knows how great that is.
Yeah, definitely.
I think
Alright.
for me personally, if I had to make a top 10 list of cartoons, I can think of some shows that I would forget simply because of how long they lasted. And like for an example, Fairly Odd Parents for me was so good up until a certain point. And I'm not going to blame Poof like everyone does. I think the Poof season was fine. But at some point, it just got bad. And I stopped caring about it.
I'd say it's when the dog came
I
in.
think it's that Sparky is the point. Like that's the peak of when it
I actually
gets
thought
bad.
like Poof was the series finale, and they did a couple of extra episodes after that, so I stopped watching. I was so shocked, like years later, to find out it was still going.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it really went
There is
out in a
more
whimper,
characters
and
now.
to think that this was a show that, and there's an era of Nickelodeon where every summer they would have a bunch of TV movies based off their cartoons, and it was almost like an event. Like every Friday night there would be a new movie, and Fairly Odd
Oh.
Parents
The
constantly
one with
knocked
Jake.
it out of the park. Abracatastrophe, Channel Chasers, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Oh my God, Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron.
Dude.
I,
No,
Yeah.
so to,
SpongeBob and
so to
Friends
be
Unite.
as awesome as it was to then go out the way it did, yeah, I would forget to put Fairly Odd Parents on a top 10 cartoons because
yeah.
Chloe and the last season is just terrible.
I
Yeah,
know,
you didn't
and then
get a
it
power
reached the
finale.
Flash animation.
Yeah, I know.
I,
That was weird.
I could get
I-
past that if the writing was still good.
I don't know. I couldn't. A lot of like animation's charm to me is seeing like, you know, you can
The
tell
unique
that there's
styles?
so much effort put into it. You know, it's not even the style that really gets me. It's just like you can see when there's been a lot of effort put in.
Yeah, what gives me hope is I haven't seen it in full, but just seeing the clips of the new Looney Tunes stuff they're putting on HBO Max.
I find
It's
that cringe.
it's
I find that definitely cringe.
well, looking at the animation though, because I can't tell you if it's good or bad, the show itself, but watching the animation and seeing that they're able to replicate an animation style from decades ago, but in current computers, gives me hope for the future of animation.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
Definitely.
in my
I
personal
don't know.
opinion,
I really don't like the newer Looney Tunes the way it like kind of is animated and stuff. I don't know. It just gives me a vibe of no. I don't know why.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, like, I'm not really happy with the animation from that show either. I really don't think that it's anything close to what it used to be. Like, I mean, we still have all of the like abilities to make it at least look the way that it did before, and yet everyone's caught in between. I want it to look as clean as Flash animation, and I want it to be like cheap to do, but I also, you know, want people to like it. So like,
Oh, I don't
um,
think that the new Looney Tunes show looks exactly like one-on-one to the original, but like
no,
It's
I like how it's
exuding.
taking some elements from its roots.
It's yeah.
want
What I
them
mean
to,
is like
bring
it's
it back to the
exuding the
future.
same energy. I like watching the clips I watched. I felt the energy of the original stuff. So even if it's not even as good, like that energy feel is still there.
it's like comparing Sprite to lemon lime flavored
Fanta.
seltzer water.
Oh, you mean 7-Up? Oh.
That's really good, actually. Yeah.
Yo,
Honestly,
I-
I want some like old show like Looney Tunes. I want it to be animated in a way like how the new upcoming Cuphead show is, like a good old style kind of way, but still modern in some sort of way, like at the same time.
I'm actually
I-
excited for that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
There's
give it a
like
fair
90
shot.
different Batman shows. Why can't you give us like 90 different Looney Tunes shows? Try out all these.
That's fair.
I love the
I
Looney
say that as a
Tunes.
Batman fan.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that Cuphead show though. I don't know if y'all heard of it.
I have a question for everyone.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
What
Sure.
what do you consider to be the most overrated cartoon? And I'm talking like the peak of the cartoon where everyone says like, "Oh, that was its best point."
Owl House.
SpongeBob.
Owl House.
Owl
Owl
House.
House.
Yes,
Owl
Owl House.
Yeah,
Currently,
Owl
that is
House.
an overrated
Owl House
cartoon.
is terrible.
I've
Never
never
even
heard of
You've,
that.
It is.
you've only
not
seen the
okay,
first
okay,
two
whoa, whoa, whoa,
episodes,
whoa, whoa.
Alexis.
No, I
Like-
haven't.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen,
can't.
I've seen plenty of them.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I
Oh.
have. I
Oh.
went and watched it on my own. I promise you, that is not the new Gravity Falls. Amphibia is the new Gravity Falls.
Exactly.
Amphibia deserves the attention
Yeah,
that
like-
Owl House is getting. Owl House is a terrible cartoon.
What? Really?
Okay, listen. For me, I only watched the first episode, and it just didn't feel like it didn't feel right. Like, it just wasn't that great. But like, I've heard plenty of people say, like, "Oh my god, it's so great, and I've heard other people say that's so bad. It's so
I just
bad.
want Amphibia to
I
get
don't
more
know.
attention because I love that show. I want it to
Exactly.
continue.
Oh.
Amphibia
so
is really
wonderful.
great.
Yeah, we all watch it together. Actually,
I
every time
probably
there's a
wouldn't
new
hate
episode.
that show so much if like Amphibia was just as popular.
No, I would still hate it. Like,
Well, I'd
there's-
never watch it, but like I wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, there's a lot of really good parts, like pieces of animation in there. Like every once in a while during the action scenes, you can see these really thoroughly planned like animations, and they have like more in betweens, and they're more fluid and like awesome looking. But they take themselves way too seriously, and Amphibia is exactly like Gravity Falls, but with frogs, like literally.
I think it was created by someone who worked on Gravity Falls, right?
Huh?
I think
Yeah, both
Amphibia
shows were
was,
made by,
was
like,
started
most
by
of the
someone who
same
worked.
cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there was an episode in Amphibia where they went to the Mystery Shack, and that was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I disagree with that statement about Amphibia being exactly like Gravity Falls because it's unique in its own
I'm
way.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant as in like it's got the same
Same
it's got
quality.
the same, like, the
feeling.
Level,
quality,
Same vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, vibes. That's what I meant. It's not the same story at all. It's way different, and it's like.
From what I
yeah,
hear, though,
exactly.
like the Owl House handled LGBTQ relationships like really well, and I'll give it props
Very
for
well.
that.
It did very well.
Fair enough.
I cannot get invested in the story.
I guess I didn't watch episodes, but I
So-
did watch a fair amount of the first.
Same for the Loud House. Same for the Loud House. Like it does support LGBTQ plus people.
But I
don't
let's
find it
I
funny.
do want to say something about that. That's it's not controversial whatsoever. This is just the way I think that stuff should just be considered normalcy and not choose to elevate the quality of a show. Like
Yeah.
to me, I'm just saying, like, the quality of the show should not be built on what I consider. It should just be normal for everyone.
Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
that's what I liked about when I heard about the Owl House. Like they don't make a big deal out of it. They don't treat the character as a freak. They don't parade her around. She just is bisexual, from what I hear.
Yeah.
I
just
like it
I
when they
missed
treat
that
it like
completely.
that.
If I can, I'm going to answer the question. This whole time I've been thinking about it as far as overrated cartoons. I think the one show that has been thrown at me time and time again of how good it is, the quality, and that I've given, I feel a fair shot, and maybe I didn't give it enough. Steven Universe. For me, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Like-
I love the show, and I love what they were. I really love
Aqua and
what
I
they
have
were
the same
trying-
feelings on this.
Like to me, it's like I love what they were trying to do, but like the way they handled it wasn't that great. Like I guess love it for what it could be, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
you
like,
know, but even
there's a lot of diamonds in the rough with that show, but there's also a lot of rough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, look,
There's a lot of
I was a
writing.
real fan of regular show, like massive, even bigger than Adventure Time. I was like, this is underrated. This is the thing people should be talking about. And everybody was talking about Steven Universe, and I gave it so many tries of episodes, and I just couldn't get into it. But even not being a fan, and even me calling it overrated, I'm glad to see a fan base. I'm glad to see merchandise in stores. I'm glad to see things succeed because it just brings everything up. Even if it's something I don't like. So I think at this point we should just take a quick break just so we could then get back into our square pants and watch Valentine's Day.
2,000 years later.
Well, today we are
Me too.
talking about SpongeBob's second ever holiday episode, Valentine's Day. It first aired February 14th, year 2000. I think it's the first ever episode to have the 2000 timestamp on it. Well, happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy
Valentine's Day.
I'm sure everyone here had a childhood where
the only one to make a fantastic one.
That is true. I mean, although this is still a fairly good episode, but I'm sure everyone grew up Valentine's Day in school where you were almost forced to give everyone a Valentine.
Oh yeah.
I'm single. If anyone's listening, I'm kidding.
Don't give me those flashbacks.
I'm single, so you can hit me up if you want.
And they better be allergy
You know my
friendly.
info.
Single as a Pringle.
There's a bunch of Pringles together.
Mary
That's-
Pringle.
problem.
Yeah, but you eat them one at a time.
I get it.
Oh, single towel.
Someone just finished their Subway sandwich. I can't. So yeah,
This big boy in Italy is gonna see you saved his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, Big Boy in Italy. If you're watching this, like, shout out to you, man. We love
Yeah.
your,
We
we
love
love
your
your
stuff.
channel.
I prefer Big Boy in Spain.
Big boy.
We also
Oh, wait a minute.
love Bob Builder, apparently.
And if he's actually listening to this, he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, they're talking about me."
Also, yeah, Jeremy, you're completely wrong. We're not. It's not a visual thing. So.
hey, he's probably like, oh, they're still talking about me. When does this end? It's not.
Yeah.
We will talk about you forever.
We're not watching Valentine's Day.
Plot
We're
twist.
just
Mean a
gonna
lot
keep
like that.
talking about you.
Plot
Yeah.
twist. This is now the Big Boy in Italy podcast.
Slash intervention.
Yeah, all about the
Don't
boy in
even
Italy and what
think.
he does with his life.
Ugh.
About
getting
forgetting it.
It's all about Banana
A lot of
Man trying to
context
take
here,
over
lot
the
of context.
podcast.
Don't you forget who has the power here. Big Boy in Italy.
It's only like a 8-second video.
This has really turned into something else.
We're not even watching.
Well,
It's all the Subway.
It's worth.
It.
Yeah, what the hell? Why are we watching this?
So the paper was written by Chuck Klein, Jay Lender, and Meriwether Williams. Meriwether. I like that. It's such a proper name.
Yeah.
Wait, the paper? I thought it was.
I'm being threatened by a banana. Does no context? No context. Does I mean, before we get into this episode, does anyone have a favorite Valentine memory? Did anyone get anything for Valentine's Day that was nice?
No.
Yes.
Never.
Nah.
There's yeses. There's some yeses.
That was the nicest thing I ever got on Valentine's.
Well,
This was during like my middle school years. I got some things during middle school years I completely forgot they were so. Oh yeah, I got a big speaker.
I remember.
No.
That took a left
I
turn.
remember that my favorite thing when I was still in school was making the boxes to put Valentine's in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
That
the
was
best.
my favorite thing ever.
Oh, I remember. Like one
I always
time,
loved like arts and crafts. So yeah.
yeah, one time I got a shoebox and like put little arms on like either side of it and like legs and like when you open up the shoebox, it's its mouth and it's like and it has like a little speech bubble that says feed me Valentine's" or something. And so you would just open it up and there would be like a tongue sticking out, you know.
That sounds like a great
shoebox.
character. A shoebox who's obsessed with eating Valentines.
I got chocolate truffles from my girlfriend, and then
Whoa!
a week later, we broke up, and she wanted them back, but I didn't give them back. 'Cause I hadn't eaten them
Good
yet.
for you, because I would have taken that in so many different ways.
You reminded me of a sad story that I'm not going to talk about.
Oh, does it involve
Sad
truffles?
in here.
It involves my boyfriend at the time giving me like Buckeyes, and then he laughed at me when I ate all of them.
Oh.
Oh,
Because
that's
then, like,
bad.
And then he wasn't laughing when you proceeded to projectile throw up right in his face.
I didn't eat all of them right there. Like I just ate all of them.
Oh, thank you!
You were supposed
Just
to throw
shovel them
half
in.
away, fool.
I ate them all by the end of
What a loser.
like there wasn't even that many, but then he called me fat and it was
Wow.
Dang.
Oh, that's so
Very
mean.
guy.
I know.
Well, then he
If
shouldn't
you
get
have
you
to deal
delicious
with
candy.
someone like that,
yeah. Exactly.
if you're listening out there and you have to deal with someone like that, you guys kick them in the face. Yeah.
Every
Or
time.
anywhere else that
no.
hurts.
Anywhere else.
If-
Yes, maybe even a specific area.
If somebody bothers you at school, you kick him in the face.
If somebody pushes you in a place where you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
It's not a hotline. It's Aqua's phone number.
If
No
someone
good.
tries to touch you in a place or way that makes you feel uncomfortable,
Uncomfortable? That's no good.
Oh, no, what is going on?
I approve this message.
Hey.
It's becoming too chaotic now.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog has never done me wrong. But if you want to watch the Valentine's Day along with us, we are going to start the episode right. Not now.
Yeah.
Now. And we're starting with the intro because we're SpongeBob people.
Yes.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Who is on the top that's Burger Beard? Who actually believes that?
No, I do not believe that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I think it was it Gons who had a theory about like.
Yeah, that was me. I was talking about Burger Beard, and I don't know how we got to that, but that is not Burger Beard.
Wait,
He's not an antagonist. He's a good guy. He's a good.
Wait,
Wasn't
wasn't your theory?
Technically?
I thought like him getting. I thought it was Burger Beard, and like him getting stuck in the ground was like his redemption arc.
Like when he like technically patched the pirate since he was a big fan of SpongeBob.
Yeah,
and
that
he
was
like,
Patchy.
I don't think it was
No.
Patchy.
Actually, maybe it's Bart. Maybe it's Bart.
Episode.
People
I
named
actually got a fun
Patchy
fact
the
in
Pirate.
that way. You know, Captain Bard was originally intended to be Patchy the Pirate in the first movie.
Oh.
In the storyboards, they wrote him as Patchy the Pirate.
Oh,
Hey, there's
that's
SpongeBob
very
now.
accurate.
That's one of the things I'll say in all the movies. I'm disappointed that they haven't used Patchy at all, especially in Sponge Out of Water.
Yeah. Poor Patchy. Didn't want to
Mrs.
meet
Puff
people.
looks so happy.
That would have been
Yeah, she does.
a great plot. If, like,
Yeah.
he kidnapped
never
her and
mind.
reenacted her.
You know what? Why does SpongeBob need a driver's license? He's faster than the cars.
I know, right?
Also, why does he?
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder how much work he put into all those Valentines and why he's
Plankton was
dropping a
nuts.
lot of them.
Did you see how fast he was to get to Sandy's house there? That
I'm
was
nuts
insane.
for you.
Usain Bolt. Who's that?
Chocolate syrup.
I'd love to do
Damn,
that.
that
I'd
stuff
love
is
to
good.
go.
Whoa!
Bubbles.
Hey,
Oh yeah, okay.
wait,
How
Sandy,
did that happen?
did you really think water was not going to come in?
Screamed in fear as Sandy opened her
The water
helmet.
not come in.
Oh yeah.
It's a cartoon, guys. It doesn't have to make sense. God.
Do, do,
Oh my
do,
God.
do, do, do.
I thought it said night poison.
You know what? Here's a fact for you guys. This is the first episode where Plankton appears without Mr. Krabs.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
that makes sense.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Is this his first appearance
That's
without
actually really
speaking?
cool.
That is possible as well. I don't have a confirmation on that one.
It's easy to make a heart with. If it's that easy
It's
to
really-
make a heart with rocks, why can't I do that?
It's really
Have-
sad that Mr. Krabs.
Have you ever tried taking two rocks and banging them together?
Could have been.
I can't believe Patrick is strong enough to like crush a solid rock into like 1,000 little pieces.
Well, he's strong
Yeah.
enough to lift a Ferris wheel. I mean, we'll see that later.
Yet not the
yeah.
other ride. That
I
was
can't. I also can't believe that Patrick loves Valentine's Day enough to put on a shirt.
I,
Oh, yeah.
I certainly
Great
do.
observation.
That's
And
the
it's
big
this
thing.
episode. Why not? I wear a Valentine's Day shirt too, but it's of this episode.
Yes.
I've
Do you
always been
really
like
wanna?
Patrick. I hate surprises.
Oh yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship.
I want to be surprised.
How can SpongeBob drag Patrick?
Okay
SpongeBob
then.
must be really strong as
And
well.
then not be able to lift stuffed animals.
He's got those like giant
Never skip
Because
weightlifter.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at
Oh,
Fred.
he
He's
just
like,
has
Hey,
really good calves.
Hey, he's
Hey,
got
wouldn't
strong
it-
legs. You don't use your legs to lift up stuffed animals.
Yeah.
did you guys see
Yeah.
Fred just like bolt into the carnival like that?
Why is he excited to go into a place where he could easily break
My
his leg
God.
again?
25%.
Yeah, that's...
All it takes.
Wait,
Should have just given him that quarter later.
Hey,
25
was
cents.
this before Fred started saying my leg?
Yeah.
I
This is
think
the
this
first
is
time
this is
Fred-
before they
Explain.
associated it with
Explain
one
why.
specific character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look, Bikini Bottom must be Valentine's Day crazy. They put on this whole carnival for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Put on a
Unless
carnival
this
for
was
everything.
just like a carnival anyway, and they just like changed it to be Valentine's.
Or are we going to say that it's actually Glove World, but just decorated for Valentine's Day?
I mean,
I
yeah,
guess so.
probably.
It is what it is actually.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good
I think
observation.
Another
Art
theory.
It's just Glove World, man. Or whatever his name is.
Wait, is Glove World where that big roller coaster was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say my theory is that it's
The
the.
Bristol Pain?
I wonder if it's the one from Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Who else wants to go and climb a mountain, climb up and fall off?
Every day of my life.
He makes it.
Oh no.
SpongeBob looks so
SpongeBob straight up doesn't care if he kills them, if just not spoil the surprise.
sure?
Yeah.
So some interesting facts about this episode. During the Ultimate SpongeBob Sponge Bash in 2009 to celebrate 10 years, it was ranked number 8 by the fans. And in Tom Kenny's own collection of SpongeBob episodes on iTunes, he actually ranks this his number 2 episode because he calls it the first great Patrick episode.
Honestly, though, it is.
I do not feel the
It
same.
proves how not how
No, but it's a
he
cute
actually
little
is
thing to
dark in
say.
some areas.
Tom Kenny
like
says,
how,
I love how Patrick instantly goes from having his feelings hurt to an incredible Hulk-like rage. Bill Fabricate really came into his own on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Vagabaki.
think that I think it's very interesting how Patrick in this episode he tries to honestly understand SpongeBob's side of it, and the only reason why he goes into the rage is because all these people come up and say thanks for the awesome present, SpongeBob, and
oh yeah, exactly.
Look,
all the worst Patrick episodes where he does this, he just does it unprompted.
Well, think about this. He was so happy with the quarter that the handshake.
He's giving him another quarter.
Yeah, the quarter was at least SpongeBob finding something, whereas the handshake is literally you not doing anything at all, but just doing a handshake.
That makes me wonder, if he just turned around and said to him when he was in the rage, the quarter was your present. Oh wait, actually, no.
Ferris wheel.
He said it was a surprise.
Here we go.
The dramatic reveal.
Imagine if SpongeBob just gave him his arm.
yeah, gave him his arm.
He could have risked
He is
losing
a
that.
back scratcher.
Ah.
Back scratcher.
And
that face, though.
Yeah.
That face reminds me of Squidward.
That's how I look at work. I look exactly like that at work.
I have a resting Valentine's bad gift face.
Such a mood, my god.
I like how a lot of this
so
stuff is
unamused during the
team.
funhouse. He's just
Aw, he's not enjoying anything.
Oh yeah.
And then
Here
here's
we
the
go.
part where
Face
he,
though.
yeah.
It's just really classic animation.
It's
Yeah.
it's a beautiful
does
mess.
Best.
Oh no.
Where does
Right
SpongeBob?
here, it's so sweet because he sees that SpongeBob's upset, and then he tries to get it, but then all that stuff happens.
Yeah, they try to make it understandable.
Do you think
Fair.
SpongeBob is a trust fund baby?
I don't know.
What? He's a trust fund kid.
Oh,
Well, think about this. He has the pineapple home before he even has the job at the Krusty Krab. And knowing how much Mr. Krabs pays him, how does he have all of this disposable income?
Yeah.
of his infuriating rage.
And how can you afford voting school for so many years?
He doesn't have to pay any taxes.
I defy you, partner.
well, his snail collects coins.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Gary, you meant.
There's so
remember
much
that
a question about SpongeBob, and now we're just settled on the trust fund question.
I mean, his parents just come off like that.
Yeah, I mean, what do they do?
Yeah, they're sponges.
Do you remember that episode where Gary is like a metal detector
Yeah.
type thing?
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's where he.
One stick must die.
Does that little girl ever come back?
I don't think so.
No.
Does that mean
Scarred for life?
Left
Yeah.
her body.
I
He
love how
traumatized
that's
her
the
into
thing.
therapy.
I love how that's the thing that makes SpongeBob like
Yeah.
Patrick.
Patrick.
Why did the one guy have
forgiving
such
mere
funny
man.
legs?
You
Why,
ruin
by
a
taking
heart
a
suit,
lollipop
you
from a
destroy
child.
a carnival, but how dare you steal a lollipop?
Yeah, exactly.
Patrick, you may have committed mass murder, but how dare you take that lollipop from
At
me?
least the murder of Heartman.
It's too late for that.
Too late for that now.
Like,
For
no.
all of you.
No good.
I love
But
how
I love
he
that he's
expects
about to
them.
commit mass murder. We are all we know.
True. And he expects all those
Now, this
strangers to
face
get him a
really
gift.
freaked me
Such
out.
He
a
never
big face.
specified what he was gonna break. Like, it could have just been his toenail, like in the
Oh yeah.
really bad episode.
Ew.
Oh
please
man,
don't.
that would be
Love
painful
that
though. So he
pose
That was
Patrick
fun.
said.
that's a valid
Oh
punishment.
my goodness. Like, look.
Sure it is.
Oh boy.
Like-
I
SpongeBob
have
should
been
just like
this
jump
every
over him.
Oh my god.
No.
Hey, and then come poop.
You must think I'm
They should-
pretty
they
dumb,
should-
huh?
They
Yes.
should walk around Patrick. If they walk around Patrick, he would follow them and see it.
No, but the way they
Yeah.
delivered this was great.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is very typical of early SpongeBob to just go.
Sandy just like.
He's not going to turn up for any reason ever.
Patrick, Sandy didn't get you a Valentine.
Maybe it's a combo gift.
I love it.
This one's from both of us.
I love how Sandy doesn't even care when Patrick's in that rage as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? She's just
I
like,
love how
For all we know, she
you
would
get
have done
no
the
credit
same.
for anything.
Yeah, I feel you, Patrick.
Oh, you didn't have to give me anything.
So
All right, so you
that's
make a
the way to
balloon
have
out
it.
of chocolate. What did he think was going to happen?
I'm rooting for you.
Ah.
I love how at the end. No. I love how at the end he's like, "Oh, SpongeBob, you didn't have to give me anything." Yet he raged whenever he didn't.
That's the joke.
That's
Really
Patrick.
good joke.
so
Just
subtle.
his character. Like, I love it.
Like,
So
Yeah.
that was
I've been
Valentine's
talking-
Day.
I've been saying like nothing but bad things about it, but you know, it's not a bad episode.
No, it's certainly not my favorites. And I don't think anyone would really call it their favorite of season one, but it's not
Well,
bad.
Tom Kenny apparently would.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Tom Kenny would say it's his number 2.
Wow.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why I suggested that we all sign up for this one though. You know, it's like the whole theme is like friendship and stuff, and like I mean, like, and that's not the whole theme, but like one of the biggest themes is like, you know, friendship, and like we all made friends with each other through
Yeah.
this project.
Oh,
So
That's adorable.
I thought that like this was like the perfect thing for us to sign up for. We were thinking of signing up for the Christmas episode, but then we did this one instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first Valentine's Day. Oh, the Valentine's Day always feels like the first Valentine's Day to me.
Ah.
First Valentine's Day
Make a cover of that right now.
Was that actually Clancy Brown doing that? I guess you could tell us back when your podcast gets to that
I
episode.
think it was.
I'm actually doing that
Yeah, it
episode
does
with you. I
sound like
think.
his
I really hope.
There's the one.
Oh, I could answer that question right now.
That's
right
good.
now.
I really actually want to know the answer to that.
Does
question.
Clancy Brown
Yeah.
have the pipes to get to that? Let's see.
Let's see now.
Let's see, bro.
Let me just call Tom Kenny to figure out what his
Tom!
first favorite episode was.
Call him up.
Hey, Tom.
Tom,
Ooh,
Tom, what's your
I have the answer. Who wants it?
I do. I do.
Me?
Here.
But your viewers need a
During-
reason to stay tuned.
During
They need a timer.
during the song, The Very First Christmas, Mr. Krabs' falsetto voice was done by D. Bradley Baker because Clancy Brown couldn't hit the high notes.
That makes sense because that guy has a high voice.
It would have been
D. Bradley
great
Baker, he can do anything, man.
I couldn't. I can't watch anything with Clancy Brown. It's too distracting.
He voices
I know.
literally almost every character.
Who does Bradley Baker voice again?
Squilliam and Bubble Bass.
He is one of the biggest voice actors in the industry, but all of his work are very like minor stuff. Like I think he voices Perch Perkins.
Oh yeah. That's the other one.
He voices Perch Perkins. He voices like animals on most cartoons. Like he's Waddles.
When I was younger, I always thought that Squilliam was played by the same voice actor as Squidward.
Same.
I mean, I wouldn't
thought
blame
that.
because it's pretty similar.
I feel like he plays most of the squids. I mean, the octopi in
Well,
you know,
this actually
Squidward Village.
This is actually funny because D. Bradley Baker plays the frogfish from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Oh my god.
Bringing it around town.
That's a good one.
Guys, I can't thank you all enough for making. We're in all different parts of the world, but we were all able to come together at one time, and I will always appreciate moments like this. So I can't thank you all enough for being on.
Yeah, this was really fun.
With
Thanks for
our
having me.
pleasure, friend.
Right.
Definitely made my day.
That's why I know some people. I know some of you were a little nervous, and I always want to just say, like, you know, when we get in group chat, it's basically a podcast we're recording, just without recording it.
Yeah.
I want to know what the frogfish thing is though.
Yeah, what were you talking about?
What with the frogfish?
Yeah.
The frogfish
probably
is
like
the name of the giant red monster that attacks SpongeBob Patrick.
Kitty.
So D. Bradley Baker was doing. He's not. I don't think he voices the woman, but he makes any of the sounds that the actual like creature makes.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. Cool.
And that's where we said brings it around town. Does anybody want to plug anything that they would like to let any of the listeners check out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Row of plugs like a machine gun.
All right.
I would like to plug.
Let me just get my MP5 going first.
I would.
Let's
Order the screen.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
First is Aqua then.
Right under the spinning M&Ms.
That's me. Well, I would like to plug my YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded anything as of now, but it's still under construction, and I'll upload things soon. And I hope I'll see some of you there. Wee hoo hoo. That's the only thing I have to plug.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my YouTube and Instagram is doubletime32, all space no lowercases, and my Snap username is gonna be wherever he puts it, because it's gonna be confusing to understand.
In the description.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I guess I'll plug my Twitter, Orion Magnus VA, and then my YouTube, Orion Magnus, and yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
I guess for me, I like to plug in my YouTube, Golden Drago. Starting into the game, we moved into the mood of doing voice acting videos, so check those out. And of course, check out my Twitter and Instagram, AU_Drago. And I'll be waiting for you there.
Whoa!
Is he actually a dragon?
Yes.
Nice.
And
Scary
confirm.
moment.
Is he golden?
I would like to plug my friend, or rather our friend Doots YouTube channel, where he makes this great animation series called The Boys. You should check it out. His YouTube channel.
No relation to the Amazon series.
Yeah, no relation.
Yeah, no relation.
But hell yeah.
No relation to your
He came up
friendship
with
group.
it first.
The
They
Boys.
stole that idea from him.
C204 Animation is the name of the YouTube channel, or you can go to it by UCHT6A55S1_DRJK888WUKK1W.
It's just been put here, so yeah,
You
just
have
do
to
that.
check that out.
Run by that me again.
Sorry, I don't speak Scottish. No,
What were those last? What were those last 3 numbers?
Letters? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me get a
What
pen.
were the last numbers of your
Social security number. I don't have a social security number because we don't have that.
Real quick, let me write that down.
You write down, I don't have that.
You have that.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. Okay, I just want to plug in my YouTube channel, which is Unusual Usual Animations, all one word. The U's are both capitalized. Animations is not one word. I'm sorry. I mean, like part of the. You know what? Can I start over?
Yeah, but that's staying in.
Yeah, whatever. It's funny. Okay, so my YouTube channel, Unusual Usual Animations. Unusual Usual, one word. Animations, another word. Not really much is uploaded there for now, but there is scene progress for those who want to see, and one other random video in there. So enjoy. Yay.
Wahoo!
And that's why I need a script.
Yeah.
That'll get me every time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do the steamy for him, double.
What do you mean? That's a plankton thing.
They go back and forth doing that like all the time.
Your tasty, juicy, scrumptious, warm, steamy goodness.
Ding dong.
Oh my god.
I'm taking the name Steamy in Among Us.
Oh, perfect.
Steam cows.
Aurora Borealis.
Steamy will never be sus.
I actually have my own website, www.pasta-creations.com, and dash as in the word dash. Some people get that wrong, but that's like a hub where you can see all of the stuff that I work on and all the stuff that I am capable of. You can contact me from there. You can see a lot of my work. You can find both of my YouTube channels, and you can also, on the last page, you can look at my Etsy shop where I crochet and sell stuffed animals.
That's fantastic.
Yay!
I'm checking out the website right now, and it is professional.
Woo!
It has pasta in the background, which makes me want to eat the website.
I paid about $200 for it, so yeah.
But then again, you could have used my Squarespace. I'm kidding.
Not sponsored.
Oh yeah, not sponsored. Cut that out.
Oh man, I wish. I literally, whatever company wants to come my way and give me money, I'll promote whatever. Look, if I can quit my job, I have absolutely no problem selling out.
All right. Well, I don't actually have anything of my own to promote, but if you go and check out the the I'm Ready podcast, I hear that's pretty good.
Whoa!
Sometimes
heard about that guy.
Other than that, like, if you hit the search bar and go to www.crouton.net, there's a lot of cool stuff there. So check it out sometime.
I actually heard that the SpongeBob podcast thingy. I heard it's actually not that good.
How dare!
Who did you find that? Who did you hear that from? My mother.
Okay.
I suppose I am last.
At the same time, it's just
But certainly not least.
We saved the
Thank
best
you.
for last.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Me.
Aw.
Amazing. Thank you.
Incomparable. The Gon Spam on YouTube. I have two things to plug actually. My YouTube channel, The Gon Spam, as I'm called here, and a different thing I forgot to plug last time I was on this, my Fiverr account, where I freelance and sell. I do voices, and here let me go. I'll try and be quick. My Fiverr is Nick David Voices, one word. Nick Nick David. You know how to spell David. Voices. And if you want to hear, and if you want for $20 for every 150 words, I'm happily to supply Fred Flintstone, Shrek, Super Mario, Winnie the Pooh, Daffy Duck, SpongeBob characters, you name it.
Okay, I want all of them at a dinner, arguing about who made the gravy.
No, wait, no,
yeah,
we have to all get money together and commission him to reenact the final supper with all of those characters.
Dude,
There's an imposter among us.
oh my
So,
god!
Squidward, do you want to promote anything?
My clarinet recital.
It's coming this Friday
Thank
to
you.
a local Walmart near you.
Oh, Mark!
Hashtag not sponsored.
Fancier than Walmart. It's a Target at least.
At Target, at least.
Just got.
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, I'd like to
How
plug
you know
something.
I have my own special concert at great value.
Yeah.
I would like to plug everybody to head over to Twitter and go to @SB Rehydrated and check out all of these fine people and all of the work they're putting on for this project.
Thank you.
It's so
Thank
familiar.
you so very much.
Definitely.
Sailing
so
into
familiar.
Seas, November 2021.
Absolutely, and I believe almost everyone here has their own episodes with me. Either we've already recorded or coming up, and I think we have another
Mine's
episode where everyone's together.
Woo!
Mine's next.
Coming to a theaters near you.
Hopefully, we're gonna get together and do a premiere, right?
You know, honestly, the only reason I'm gonna watch it is to see Captain Bart, because apparently the voice is amazing for Captain Bart.
Oh, yeah, you bet your sweet Bippy it is.
You're gonna like
Yeah,
scene
no,
12
I'm
then.
I'm there for the waiter, you know. The waiter's got that amazing voice.
Got
I'm
that
there
sass.
for the guy who shouts Dork.
I'm there for the one guy who just has one line.
All right, I want everybody at the count of
I'm
three.
just there.
It's going to be audio nightmare, but I want everyone at the count of three to scream ahoy.
Okay.
One,
All right.
2, 3. Ahoy!
Ahoy, matey.
You know what? You if you want, you could also
Ahoy.
you could have us all do it like individually and edit it all together.
Yeah, that would be too much work. Come on now.
Fair
This is-
I'm a
You
lazy
already have to
bastard.
edit in that one dolphin noise because of you. Now you have
Oh
to-
yeah, a few of you.
I'm sorry.
Magic Conj, will I ever get to meet Tom Kenny?
Maybe someday.
Oh, so you're saying there's a chance. Okay. Should I tell fans of the show how they can support us?
Yes.
Goofy Goobers, supporting the show is shockingly easier than catching a blue jellyfish. Right from our Anchor page, anchor.fm/SpongePod, you can find links to all of our social media and a support button if you happen to have a few extra clams. Also follow us on twitch.tv/SpongeBobPodcast, where it's not only the official home to our sister show, VideoBob Gamepants, it's also where I stream live drawings of various Nickelodeon characters and host the opportunity for commissions and giveaways. Lastly, the official merchandise store is now open at redbubble.com/people/SpongePod, where various designs will be uploaded in inspired by our show, including our official logo, which is now available on a multitude of products like t-shirts, stickers, duvet covers, and even a shower curtain. This is a podcast by a fan, for fans, and will always be fan-driven. Any way you see fit on supporting our show is much appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy.